Great. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to our team huddle for September 22nd. I'm so excited to see your beautiful faces, and just welcome to everyone who's online and to all of our folks who are going to watch the recording, and to our new independent consultants who are on live or who are going to watch the recording. And I always need to remember to start out with who I am, because not everybody always knows, but my name is Kim Cardenas. I am a regional vice president and an Arbonne independent consultant, and I am super excited to have all of you on tonight. I'm super excited to share some things tonight, and then I'm going to let Brenda wrap us up at the end, because Brenda is probably the most person with the most excitement in her voice right now, and just the passion and the urgency. And so we're going to let her close us out tonight. But until then, let's just kind of get down to the nitty gritty about what I want to share. So the first thing is, of course, it's the last week of the month. So we have 8 days, and so much in our Arbonne world can happen in 8 days. So regardless of where you are, about reaching your goals, you can still reach your goals. We never shrink our goals, we increase our activity, okay, to reach those goals. So increase your activity to reach those goals if you're not quite there yet. So I really want everybody to finish strong. This is, and I know you've heard this before on the Nation mid-month Zoom, it's so important for us to be in strong momentum, at the end of September, because there's something coming in October. Don't know what it is, but there is something coming in October, and we need to be in really good momentum to be able to take hold and use that in our businesses. So again, don't shrink from your goal, increase your activity, and really get yourself into momentum, because during these last 8 days, you can do one-on-ones, you can follow up on all the asks that you've already done this month, you can have impromptu events. I mean, you can just be out and about and listening to other people's needs, and just jump right in there with how this business opportunity or the 30 Days to Healthy Living or skincare can help people with what they're asking for, what they're asking for in their conversation. All right, so what I really wanted to talk to everyone about tonight, and I share this with you, not to you, but for us, because I, just like you, need to get better at this. And so what we're going to talk about sponsoring, because, sponsoring is the lifeblood of our businesses. We have to, for our businesses to grow, for us to get a paycheck, we have to sponsor preferred clients, and we have to sponsor consultants. So what is the ideal number to sponsor? Well, it's always minimum of 5 new. And of those 5 new, 1 or 2 should always be a business builder. Now, I'm as guilty as everyone on here is not always having that 1 or 2 new business builders every month. But we, from this point on, from tonight on, we got to get rid of all that head trash about how hard it is to sponsor somebody into this business, because we see by looking at all of the success that's out there that it's not hard. Okay, people wouldn't be promoting to region and nation in less than a year if it was hard to sponsor people. I mean, truly, if it was hard to sponsor people into Arbonne, we wouldn't have all of this growth in Arbonne. Okay, so we got to get rid of the head trash that says it's hard to sponsor. So we have to, say the affirmations. I'm a business builder magnet. I am going to add 2 new business partners to my business every month. This month, every day you get up, you say those mantras. That's your mantra. You say it, you say it, you say it, you say it. The more you say it, the more it's going to happen for you. All right, so, I'm not going to let go of the daily method for success, because the people who are in most momentum are doing this. Brenda, raise your hand. Brenda is doing the daily method for success. In fact, she told me the other day, earlier this week when I was talking to her, she goes, oh girl, when you said 15 of these, she goes, ha, I got 15. All right, she goes, that's nothing. I got 15. So the people who are in most momentum are doing the daily method for success every day that they do their business. However many days you do your business is totally up to you. But every day you do your business, you do the daily method for success. And so when we're talking about sponsoring, we're actually talking about number 3 on the daily method for success. And what is number 3? Number 3 is 3 new asks. Okay? This is how we're going to sponsor. We're asking people to join our business. We're asking people to come to an event or host an event. We're asking people to try the gold bag, which is our RE9. Or we're asking people to join our 30 Days to Healthy Living. So those are 3 new asks every day. And if you want to get your business into momentum, it needs to be more than 3 asks. 3 asks is like maintenance, okay? 3 asks is like maintenance. None of us want to be in maintenance mode right now. With so much success that's going on in Arbonne, we want to be in momentum. So to be in momentum, we need to up the number of asks, and I say minimum of 10, okay? Really, how hard is it to ask 10 people every day? I'm going to give you some verbiage. I'm going to give you some real things, some real tracks to run on tonight when it comes to this part of your daily method for success for these asks. All right. So, you know, in sponsoring, your sponsoring needs to be, your asks need to be strategic and skilled. Okay. The more we do it, the better skilled we're going to get at it. Right. And so what we're going to learn tonight is some strategy in the ask. And so again, it's going to be a skill set and a mindset. If our mindset is nobody wants to join me, people are too busy, it's not going to happen, it's not going to grow my business, guess what? You are not going to grow your business. But if you are super on fire and excited about your business and people see that, they're going to want to join you. So it's all about what's in our mind and what we passionately share with other people. If you're just asking people, ho-hum asking people to join your business, they're not going to join. People don't have time in their day for another hobby or for another ho-hum. People have time to join something where there's passion and excitement and momentum. So that's how you have to ask, with passion, excitement, and momentum. And you also, when you're doing your ask, you know, you have to realize, you have to know to yourself that we're not here just making a paycheck. We are making a difference. And that's what you have to get across to people, is that we're actually making a difference, and that you want them to join you in this mission, you know, in this purpose-filled life. You want them to join. People always want to be a part of a mission, and part of something that's bigger and greater than themselves. So that's part of the passion and the purpose that you need to get across. And so, you know, in Arbonne, our goal is to serve many. And the only way that we can serve many is by inviting a lot of people to become Arbonne independent consultants, because that's how Arbonne's going to have a huge ripple effect. That's how we are personally going to have a huge ripple effect, is because the people that we invite are going to invite in people, are going to invite in people to join their team. And that's how we create the tsunami of this health and wellness revolution. And so we just have to know it, breathe it, and it just ooze out of our pores when we're talking to people about joining our businesses. All right. So let me move on to the next page. All right. So from these 3 to 10 asks that we're going to do every time we work our businesses, we're going to be putting activity on our calendar. So the ask, so when I was talking to Brenda the other day, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you said you don't always fill out every last little bit. She goes, you know, I'm really focusing on number 3. And I'm like, that's why she's in such huge momentum to promote to region. It's because she is actually focusing on the most important part of the sheet, which is the new ask. And she's doing more than 3. That's what she says. She goes, Kim, I'm doing more than 3. I'm not doing 3. Exactly. If you want to be in huge momentum, it needs to be more than 3. And I'm saying, you know, make that 10. Okay. So when we're doing those 3 to 10 new asks every time we work our businesses, we're actually getting activity on our calendar from those new asks. All right, so this is, I'm going to, if you have a pen and paper, I want you to draw this out. And it doesn't have to be nice and neat, because I'm going to throw up on our Voxer, I'm going to throw up some pictures of exactly what I'm talking about. And so you can kind of fill in then, you can either print them out or fill in some of the points that I said that may not be on the pictures. All right, so number one, what I want you to do tonight or early tomorrow morning, if this is late for you, I want you to make your 100-person list. I know you've all heard it before, but I'm really wondering, has everybody on our team made their 100-person list? Or did you think you could get away without making your 100-person list because, oh, you got all the contacts on your phone, or hey, you got all your Facebook friends? No, you need a 100-person list. And if you've already made your 100-person list, kudos to you. Add another 100 people, because we know that many people, okay? And this is where we're gonna start with our ask on that 100-person list. All right, so the second thing I want you to do is I want you to circle your dream team on that 100-person list. So the 5 to 10, and I would say make it 10, 5 to 10 people that you would love to have join your team, all right? And so then the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to ask, we're going to start with these 5 to 10 that we want on our dream team. We're going to ask them to take a look at this business, all right? So, and what we're going to do is we're going to funnel them. So we're actually going to be, if there's a no, and I'm going to get more specific, but if they're a no to the business, then we're going to ask them to host an event, or we're going to ask them to come to an event. So we're going to funnel through all of those examples that are on the daily method for success sheet, okay? So what you can do, you can draw a funnel, draw you a couple lines going down like a funnel. All right, and so the first part of the funnel, you can put dream team, take a look, the long line at the top, dream team, take a look. All right, and then number 2, under that, put host a group event. Number 3 under that, put invite to an event or one-on-one. And then number 4, sample/send a video. And number 5 is a referral. And so that's all in a funnel, because the main thing at the top, the dream team take a look, that's our first question. That's the first place we want to take somebody. And there's going to be a caveat to that, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But remember, our goal through everything that we do is to find business builders. And in the process of weeding out the people who do not want to join our teams, we're going to find those preferred clients. All right, so when we ask somebody to take a peek, to take a look at this business, what are we asking them to? And I'm going to give you an example of an ask in here in a minute. But what are we asking them to when we ask them to take a peek? We're asking them to jump on a 3-way call. This is an incredibly useful tool that we have gotten away from. So put this as a tool, put this tool back in your tool belt. So when we ask them to take a peek, we're asking them to jump on a 3-way call. We're asking them to attend a Discover Arbonne. We're going to ask them to jump on a Zoom where we will do an Is Arbonne for You. Or we're going to ask them for a coffee date, a one-on-one, where we're going to do an Is Arbonne for You. Okay, so those, when we're asking somebody to take a look, take a peek, those are the things we're asking them to do. One of those, you're just choosing one of those based on how you know this person, okay? All right. If they say yes, okay, after they've taken a look after you've done a 3-way call or they've come to a DA and they say, yes, I want to join your team, the next step with them is to get them plugged into a getting started. And we just did a getting started recently, and we will do as many getting starteds a month as we have people join. So if you have several people join, let's get them on a getting started. We'll get it scheduled and we will do it. So in the getting started, what do we have them do? Does this sound familiar? 100-person list, circle their dream team, schedule their launches, and find 8 people to do the 30 days to healthy living, okay? Remember, whether you're beginning your business or whether you've been doing your business for months or years, we're doing the same thing over and over, no matter if you're a consultant, a district, an area, or a region, or a nation. We're all doing the same thing over and over and over. That's why we always say this business is simple. It's very simple when you follow the system. All right, so we're asking somebody to take a peek. They say yes. We get them plugged into the getting started. So what if they say no? Okay, what if the person says no? Then we ask them to host an event. I totally get it. Arbonne, it's not for you. Totally understand. But I would love to show you what I do. I'd love to introduce you to the products that Arbonne has. Would you be willing to get 3 or 4 people around your kitchen table so I could come show you what we have so you can see what I do? However you want to phrase that, okay, to get that across to them. All right, so you see we're working them through the funnel. If they said no to the take a look, then or they took a look and they don't want to join you, okay, so that's 2 things. Then you're going to ask them to host for you. All right, so if they say yes to hosting for you, remember you're wanting to get into their network, and so you're going to be looking for business builders at the party or the event that they're hosting. But you're also, at the end of that event, you're going to say, oh my gosh, Arbonne, I'm going to get commission off of all of your friends. I would so much rather that commission go to you. You see what I did tonight? You see how simple this is to do, how much fun it is. Are you ready to join? And if they say yes, then you sign them up and they get all of the credit for the party. If they say, no, I still don't want to do it, hey, then you get all the commission. But you can also say in that time, Mary had a lot of questions. She was really intrigued as I was talking about the business. She's going to be a great business builder. I really want to, ask her to take a peek. I would love for it to be take a peek on your team. You see, so you're funneling that person down, and you're going back up the funnel or down the funnel. Because our primary goal is to get them as a business builder. But if they won't, then we're going to find a business builder in their network. All right, so if they say no to hosting, which we know many people do, they say no to hosting, then we ask them, which is the 3rd thing in the funnel, we invite them to come to one of our events, because we always have at least 2 personal events on our calendar every month. And I know all of you guys do this. You're having something in your home, or you're hosting something virtually, okay? So if they say no to the business, they say no to hosting, then you're going to invite them to come to an event that you're having. And it could be, if you're launching a new business builder and they're in the same town, ask them to come to that launch. Or if you're doing a virtual launch for a business builder, then you can ask them to attend the virtual launch, okay? So you ask them, to come to an event, either in person or virtually. All right. And so once they're in there, you would then go back up the funnel. Since they've already seen what you do, you'd ask them again. You've seen what I do. You see how simple it is. You see how much fun it is. Would you like to take a peek? And if there's answers no, then you get the order from them. But remember, you always come back around to people, especially when they love the product, especially when they become great preferred clients. So can you see how we're always up and down the funnel? Once you get somebody in the funnel, it takes a long time for somebody to come out of your funnel, okay? Because there's a lot we can do with the person once you get that ask out there and they respond to you. All right, not everybody responds to you. I know that. I get that. I mean, we're having a healthy happy hour tomorrow. I sent out 75 text messages, and I did get 10 people to say yes, they wanted to come. So out of 75, I got 10. Now, I sent my reminders out today, and I'll send reminders out tomorrow. Out of that 10, I'll probably get 4 to show up. We know that's how it is, but that's why we send so many ask out there, because we know what the ratio is. All right. So if they say no to coming to an event, if they say yes, you get to the event, you sign them up as a PC, they become a good PC, then you prospect them again as a business builder. All right. But if they say no to the event also, so they've said no to the take a look, they said no to hosting, no to coming to an event or to a one-on-one. So then you ask them to try a sample or to watch a video. Okay. So in this particular system, we have actually put the video down low. Because what we know now, the more we're in Arbonne, the more we're hearing about the success in the Arbonne, it's that one-to-one, that belly-to-belly that works best. So we need to do that up front instead of, if they say they want to take a look, send them a video. Well, that's, not, we need them to see us in person, whether it's on Zoom like this, or FaceTime, or one-on-one, because they see our passion. They see us, and we get to connect with them heart to heart. So we're moving the video down to the bottom, okay? Down to the bottom of the funnel. All right, and if they say no to the sample, no to the video, then you ask them for a referral. Who do you know that would love this opportunity, or who would be interested in living a healthy lifestyle, who would know more about, who would want more information about that? So then we funnel them down all the way to the referral, which is number 5. So that's the ask. So when we do these asks, these asks should fill up help us work the rest of our success, daily method for success. And that's also going to fill up our 40 faces, okay? Because our goal is, remember, to get in front of 30 to 40 faces every month. But it starts with the ask. It's hard to get in front of 40 faces every month if we're not asking anybody, right? And we're not going to get anybody to join our team if we're not asking them to take a look at this business. All right, so the ask to take a look, to take a peek. So we have our 100-person list. We're circling the top 10 for our dream team. So what does a dream team mean? What kind of people are we looking for on a dream team? So there are some qualities that we're looking for on a dream team. You don't have to write this down. This is on a picture I'm going to send you. So number 1, who do you want to work with? Who do you want to work with? Because you're not going to ask somebody to join you that you don't really get along with. So the first thing is, who do you want to work with that's in that 100-person list? Who is already successful? Because we know successful people will be successful at Arbonne. Who is a person of influence? Because the people who are influential in their warm market are going to be influential when they jump into Arbonne with that warm market. Who can afford to buy the products? Because we know it's hard to sell from an empty store. It's hard to share with people how much you love these products if you've never used the products. So, we'd like to save the world. We'd like to sponsor the world, but, if people don't have money, it's going to be really hard for them to get started. Each and every one of us have started somebody who didn't have any money. And are they on here tonight? So it just goes to show you, there can be that odd case that, 1 in a million, that 1 in 100 that can make it work when they don't have any money to start with. But in general, it takes money to make money. Okay, so they need enough money to buy some product up front. And who has said, I need Arbonne, and not specifically those words, but you've heard in their conversation, they said, I could use a second stream of income. There's a little bit more month at the end of my bills or paycheck, however you say that. I'm really looking for a community of women that support me. I'm really looking to get healthy. In the conversations that you've heard, who is saying, I need Arbonne? All right, so when you ask these dream team people, and once you ask the 10, and you get those 10 asked, and then your next day comes, then you're going to find another 10 in that 100-person list, and then another 10 and another 10, and you're going to keep adding names to your 100-person list, and you guys all know that. All right, so to formulate your ask, there's 5 key points, okay? So the number 1, and you have to write these down. These are also on a picture I'm going to send you. The first thing is, I don't know if this is going to be a fit for you or not. So, hey, Mary, and say some personal things, about them. Make it personal, make it authentic. I don't know if this is going to be a fit for you, but you want to connect the dots and tell them why you think they would be good at it. So, I don't know that if this is going to be a fit for you, but I see you out running all the time. And you're so healthy, and you're always encouraging other people to live a healthy lifestyle. I just know that you could rock this business. So connect the dots with whatever they're doing. What made you think of them? Okay. And then the third thing is, but I want you to feel comfortable telling me no if this is not going to be a fit for you, but please hear it first. And then suggest a few dates and times to connect in person. So number one is, I don't know if it's a fit for you. Number two, connect the dots. Number three, feel comfortable telling me no if it's not a fit for you. Number four, but please hear it first. And then number five, suggest a few dates and times that you can connect in person or virtually, which means set the appointment. So during this ask, you want to be sure you're being intentional about your ask and that you're being genuine and that you're being authentic, okay? Because the day of cut and paste, the same verbiage to everybody is gone. That's gone. It didn't work very well, and it just, got us a lot of crickets out there. So what we're doing is we're being authentic, we're being relatable, we're talking to people and not just cutting and pasting. So what actually will work best is if you do this as a voice message, okay? You can voice message their telephone, you can voice message on Facebook Messenger, and you can leave a really short message on, on your texting, okay? So voices connect better than text, okay? So you can write it out, and then you can practice reading it a couple times till it's coming off like you're saying it. And because it's so short, you'll be able to say it without it saying like you're reading it. But it would go something like this. Hey, Sharon, I know this may or may not be a fit for you. Oh, look, my phone thought I said, hey, Siri. Isn't that funny? Hey, Sharon, I know this may or may not be a fit for you. I would love for you to take a peek at what I do. You love to live a healthy lifestyle, and this is exactly what we do and Sharon Arbonne. But I really want you to feel comfortable in telling me no if it's not for a fit, but please hear me out first, because I think this business would be perfect for you, and I know you could totally rock it. Here are a few times that I'm available. Would you be willing to listen? All right. And so remember, when you're doing this 5-point ask, your focus really is on them, on how this business, how they can rock it, how this business is going to benefit them, and not how it's made a difference in your life. Okay. It's how it could benefit them. All right. So the ask, you ask them to take a peek, and then you funnel them through based on they said yes or no. If it's crickets, then you swing back to them later on, and you can say something. I sent you a message, earlier on. I know you're crazy busy, but you're on my mind. I really would love for you to take a look at this, and go back through your ask. All right. So, so the caveat, remember I said, so this is your 3 ask. And then remember when I talked about the new business builder and getting started, they do the 100-person list. They schedule, or they circle their dream team, they schedule their launch, and then they find 8 people to do the 30 days to healthy living. Because there are many people out there we see on Facebook or we hear in conversation that they're not looking for a business, but they're looking to get healthy, okay? So we actually have 2 great asks. We can ask people to join our business, but other people, because what we're hearing is that they want more energy, they want to get healthier, they want to lose weight. So we're not going to ask them to join our business first. We're going to share with them the 30 days to healthy living first, because we know if they have really great results with the 30 days to healthy living, we're going to then funnel them through, ask them to take a peek at the business because they had such great results. And again, I said this before on an earlier training, how many of us came through here because of the 30 days to healthy living? I mean, many of us. And so that is also a great opportunity to ask somebody to join your team, but you ask them to the 30 days to healthy living first. And so that's why when we start new business builders, we're doing the dream team, but we're also having them ask people to join the 30 days to healthy living, because we know we can find great business builders with both. And we want to get our new business builders off to a great start. And we want to get ourselves in momentum. So we're going to use both of these. So again, Our mission is to make a difference in people's lives, whether that's with the business opportunity or whether that's with our products, with the 30 Days of Healthy Living or skincare. If you know people are having problems with their skincare, then you can definitely invite them in with the skincare. I mean, we use the same basic reach out methods. You can ask them to join your team or ask them to try the product, okay? You can use that 5-point ask for either of those, okay, for in all three of those, okay? So just know that we're not solely focused on asking people to join our business and excluding 30 Days to Healthy Living or excluding the skincare. We're listening to what the need is, if we've heard the need, and then if it's not the business opportunity, then we're gonna ask them, you know, to join the 30 Days to Healthy Living or ask them to try the RE9 or one of our skincare lines. So again, you know, our mission is to make a difference, to help people find a solution to their problem. So is it the business? Is that going to be the solution to the problem? Is it the 30 Days to Healthy Living, or is it skincare? Okay. But we have to ask. This is the way we sign up preferred clients, get them on our products. And this is the way we find our business builders, is by the ask. And so remember, 5 is a minimum. And when you're sponsoring more than 5, you're doing more than maintenance. Your business is in momentum. And so we've got to get out of the headspace that it's hard to sponsor 5. You got to get out of that headspace, because it's not hard to find 5, 1 or 2 to join the business, and the rest of them for 30 Days to Healthy Living or skincare. It's not hard. We just have to ask. All right, so that is my coaching. Not only did I coach you, I coached myself, because I also need to hear this for my sponsoring. And so I hope you all found some value in this. And I will post those pictures on our Voxer group, so you'll actually be able to save them to your phone and really get a good, clear picture in your head of what funneling looks like. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Brenda to close us out.
Oh, I love following her. Oh, how I love following her. Okay. Kim asked me just to talk tonight, and I have to go through a little bit of head trash, like, really, why do they want to hear me? What have I got this, but I had to get that out of my head. We all have head trash, but so she had no idea what I'm going to talk about, right? No, I'm talking about passion. And I think next to in the dictionary, her little picture is right next to that. I've been reading John Maxwell, and you guys have maybe just recently read this, but I'm a little behind on reading some of my stuff that I want to read. But we have friends here this weekend. They're out in the living room. They know I'm here tonight with my Arbonne. It's what I have to do, and they were fine with it. They may or may not buy anything, but on the patio, I said, here's what I'm looking for. And I asked for a business builder. I flat out asked. I am getting my brave on so bad because I want to be in motivation, and I want to be continue motivated, and I want to promote. I want to see my team promote. I finally understand now why Eleanor was so excited about Kim. It's like, I'm so excited about my team. It's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. We are in, you guys that are just new, we are in such momentum now as opposed to 2 years ago. It's not even remotely the same. There's so many people up for bonuses and promotions and qualifications. It's exciting. It's exciting. And I wish more people were on tonight, but I hope that you guys will listen to, or get your team to listen to the recording tonight, because what Kim has said to you is, I took huge notes, and everything she says, you guys, it's a proven system. It works. That said, I'm tired. You're tired. But I think it was Sherry, I boxered her. I said, it's a nice kind of tired. When my head hits the pillow at night, I know I've done it. I know I've done it. And nothing is worse than being tired and depressed because you don't have anything going, you don't have any activity going on your calendar. And that daily method for success is what does it. So if you're not in the momentum that you want to be, if you're not in productivity that you want to be, feed off your team, feed off of somebody that is, maybe your sideline or somebody, feed off of them, because and I know that productivity is 60 to 90 days behind activity. You guys all know that I want to go into qual this month so bad I can taste it. But I'm also a patient person. And if I can be patient at my age, you guys can be patient at your age, okay? You can. I finally have kicked into, I am an RVP. It's not a question of if, it is when. It's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind. And I'm on that track, because the more I read about John Maxwell and the more I read the personal growth, I can't get anybody to go with me if they don't know where the hell I'm going. They're not going to get in my car. So my team knows this is where we're going, okay? But I want them to promote. Oh, it's in my blood. I'm just excited about it. To give you an example about my patients, I've been here 4 years, and for the first 2 or 3 years I was here, I would have a party, I would invite, and I would have like nobody come, nobody. Okay, I'm having one Tuesday night, and right now I have 8 confirmed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that might be too many. But it's all about relationships, and Kim was talking about it has to be belly to belly. Now that said, I did invite them with a copy and paste text, but I put their name and I put something in that text about their kids or their family or their vacation. It was very personal. And so just be patient, keep the relationships going, but they have to see your passion. My friends, when I get off this call, I'm fired up right now, just because, like Kim said, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me. And that's this really helps you. So if you're ever asked to talk on these, it helps you. It really helps you. You are a leader if you have a team or you're trying to build a team. So you've got to act like a leader. Miranda Burcham, last year at Impact, that was the switch that flipped for me. It was, and Krista's nodding, yeah, that was it for me. It's like, you have to do that. And this is a quote from John Maxwell that I read today. When a leader reaches out in passion, it's usually met with answering passion. So when you're talking to somebody about everything that Kim talked about, host a party, do a Zoom, do a three-way call, do an event, it can't be. So, would you just like to have a little call? Because we're just kind of doing this Arbonne thing. They're not going to do it, y'all. They're not. They have to see your excitement. They have to see that you have the vision and that you can paint that vision for them. Your desire determines your whole destiny. If you don't have that desire to do that, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And this was a great example that John Maxwell used. He said, a small fire brings a little heat, but a big old fire brings results and big flames. So you got to be on fire. And there are days, yes, you don't feel you're on fire. Okay? Take 20 minutes, dial it down, figure out what you got to do, listen to a motivational song, have a glass of wine, whatever it is. But you've got to be on. You've got to be playing full out and be on when you're on. The stronger your fire, he says, the greater the desire and the greater your potential. And this I loved. Passion increases your willpower. Okay, on those days when, come on, we don't want to do it. Okay, on those days we get, okay. Passion increases your willpower. And if you want anything bad enough, you'll find the willpower to achieve it. And the only way to have that is to develop the passion. So I think we all have to ask ourselves, how bad do I want the next step? How bad do I want RVP? How bad do I want to go into qual? How bad do I want this bonus? How bad? Okay, let's say you do it and you maybe come a little short. Your paycheck's going to be way bigger. Elder always used to say, shoot for the moon if you land in the stars. Okay, it's a great galaxy out there, okay? But the most important thing about that, when you ask yourself, how bad do I want it? Here's the big question. Do you believe you will? And that is everything. That's, if I've learned anything in Arbonne in the last 4 years, that is the switch that flips everything. We talked about, I got a t-shirt from Miranda Burcham from Impact last year. It's like, disrespect the impossible. And I've given it to a couple of y'all. And I mean, that has kind of been my mantra, because it's like, I have people that think I'm absolutely, my people my age think I'm absolutely nuts for doing Arbonne. And I'm like, if you could be with the women that I'm with, you would get it. You would get it. But passion makes the impossible possible. Human beings are so made that whatever anything that fires the soul, the impossibilities vanish. We've talked about the God factor, and I've seen it, I've lived it, and it's like, you know what, I can have a God factor too, because he likes me. He really does. He really does. So I am going to go for it. I want to inspire my team just to go for it. I want to inspire all of you. And you know, Angel always says to me, you don't need so-and-so to go region. Okay. Love you, lady. Okay. So if my friends tonight, they don't buy anything, I don't need them to go region. I'm going, and I'm not going to depend on anybody else but me. And Georgie said this years ago. She said, the number one person on your team is you. Okay. And when you do it, people will learn to follow. You can't start a fire unless it's first burning in you. So I'm going to tell you right now that the song that's going to play at my car party is a theme from Flashdance. Take your passion and make it happen. That's all I got.
And that was amazing, Brenda. Thank you so, so much. That was amazing. Well, guys, you know, we are just beginning. I mean, it is just, I can feel it. I can, you know, we are so connected. We are also connected at the heart. We are also just ready to explode our businesses. And, you know, we just got to get to work. We just got to use the tools that we have. I know we're all passionate. I mean, we wouldn't be here tonight, Sunday night at 8:46, if we weren't passionate about this business. So we got to put all those tools, all those pieces together, and just get out there and change the world, because we can. We can. We have the ability to do it. We just have to believe it in our, you know, believe enough in ourselves to be able to do it. And I know each one of us believes in the other person, but you have to believe in yourself and put one step forward, which is doing the activity, doing the work. And if you're doing the work, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, because I know you guys are all passionate about Arbonne and about changing people's lives. So, Brenda, we couldn't have asked for a better close tonight. So thank you guys so much for being on. I'm going to post those pictures in our Voxer group. I'll put the recording also in our Voxer group. And you guys have a great night. Work hard, close strong. We will have our next Zoom on next Sunday. We will have one day left, and I suspect it's going to be a very important Zoom for us to get on. It'll be really quick, very short, because I think we're probably all going to have a lot of work to do to close out the very next night strong. But I do want to gather us all back together before close night, because really what we're going to do is we're going to be cheering Brenda on, and it'll be very important for us all to come together for that. Although many of us are going to be coming back from Impact on that Sunday, but you know, whatever, hair up in a messy bun, we're going to be okay. We're all going to be on here. So I see that, Stacy. All right, guys, good night. Love you all. And that's it. I'll turn off the recording if anybody wants to